Blackbird by the Beatles is about the women of the civil rights movement, particularly the Little Rock Nine. I thought this was given knowledge, but I'm discovering in the last few days that many people did not know that this classic Beatles tune was about the civil rights movement. So when Sam Dahl says that Beyoncé's cover of this song is lazy, I beg to disagree. When Beyoncé chooses to take a song that was about Black women and make it by Black women, it is in no way lazy. Beyoncé's work is putting women, particularly women of color, back at the center of their own story. She's reclaiming the power of being a black bird. Instead of Black women being the constant victims, the side notes in a white man's story, the sad footnotes of history, Beyoncé is making Black women the center of their own story. And she's using Paul McCartney and the Beatles song to do it. And if you think that's lazy, then you haven't been paying attention. This is the iconic photo that we all know. Elizabeth Eckford, this young high school student, is just trying to attend class. So in 1954, there's the landmark Supreme Court case, Brown versus Board of Education, which says that segregation in the South must stop. Schools, all public facilities must now be integrated, which means all races can use the same facilities, and that applies to schools. This brave young lady, Ruby Bridges, was one of the first young women to run that strange and frightening gauntlet through the picketers, through the rioters, through the angry white people screaming, and just go to school. And don't kid yourself, there was nothing subtle about this. In 1957, people were picketing with signs that said, "Race mixing is communist. Race mixing must stop." These fragile white boys are so scared of little black girls going to their schools that they picketed the government, rioted, followed these children into school and harassed them. The governor of Arkansas, this toolbox, Orville Flaubus was his name, because of course it was, called the National Guard up and blocked the school so the children couldn't even walk into school. It got so bad that the president had to call in the army to make way for these children just to go to school. Of course, the governor closed the high school down the next year. It was closed in the 1958-1959 school year because of the debacle that was integration in the South. But Paul McCartney's watching all of this happen, and he writes this amazing ballad, Blackbird, encouraging these young Black women to arise. So when Beyoncé reclaims it and sings it on her album with the support of the voices of 4 other Black women in country, I don't see that as being lazy at all. I see that as being inspired.